Thank you for the heads up, Mom. Hope you're all able to hear me now. I was just mentioning that this welcome to 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, a series in which I live stream myself practicing a song for 5 minutes a day for 6 days a week for 4 weeks, totaling 2 hours, to hopefully inspire the viewer to do the same and see what is capable with just a little bit of practice. Thank you. The mic was not on. Hey, Waptiz, and hey, Mom, thank you for joining. I was mentioning the piece I'm doing now is Summer of 69. This is day one. And in the past, I've done FFF using just guitar, or I think I use bass for one song. I'm using drums now, the V drum, the Roland SPD SX, as well as a kick drum attachment that my father sent me. Thank you, Dad. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get into practicing drums. I'm writing a song, and I plan on having drums in there. Just want a little bit of practice. I had two choices. I could play the drum version, which I have in this book, the Drummer's Fake book, and then I had it's a piano arrangement, this book, the pop rock songs, which I use this book for Beat It and maybe some other things. But I decided I want to do the drums. I don't have much experience with drums. I've done the basic rock beat, semi-familiar with that, but I have not really played in a very long time, a few months, probably more than that, close to like 7 months or so. I have looked over the Drummer's Bible, which basically has some different arrangements, as well as this book, which is rhythm drills. Mom, this is the book I mentioned about syncopation. So the book I plan on using is this one. I got it set up over here, which is out of the camera's view, I think. So that's pretty cool. Just want to check something quickly. So I wanted to mention the reason why I'm doing this song, and that is because according to Jim Valence, one of the co-authors of this, one of the co-writers of the piece, the song is a reference to the year 1969. A lot happened then: the landing of Apollo 11, the pulling out of Vietnam, and it's. I mean, the singer Bryan Adams, who also wrote Heaven, which is a very popular piece as well, or performed it at least. I'm not sure if he wrote it, but Bryan Adams, I think, was only 9 then that summer, so a lot of the references don't really make sense for him being that young, but whatever. The idea, though, is a wonderful summer. It's been said we all have our summers of 69. So the actual inspiration, my father sent me an email a few weeks ago. I gotta tilt the camera, the laptop angle. He wrote to me, this is just an excerpt. 50 years ago, in the summer of 1971, I was backpacking across Israel from the Golan Heights to Sharm el-Sheikh, 50 years ago, from Gaza City to the Dead Sea. So, my dad was just having these recollections of his summer from 50 years ago. And he actually was able to visit a few weeks ago. So that was cool, just a jubilee, 50 years. And it wasn't the summer of 69, it was the summer of 71, which was just, 2 years later. But it's still, I feel like it might be a safe bet to say his summer of 69 was the summer of 71. For me, my summer of 69 was the summer of 07, which was right after high school. And I actually have a little bit of a journal here. This is an essay I wrote for school. And I just talk about, how this is with my friend Ellie, who I've known since, before I was 1. Probably from the time I was 2 months or so, we knew each other. So just reference to our last summer, we played, after high school, before we went to college. He went to Israel to study. We played Guitar Hero together until our fingers calloused, worked out together back at my place, ate breakfast together, ate lunch together, ate dinner together, and once again, practically everything else together. That was a great summer. There were a lot of other great things. It was just fun. It was those days that seem to last forever, which is lyrics from the song itself. So that was the inspiration for the piece. Was my dad's summer of '69, which was really 1971 for him. But I thought while we're in the jubilee of it, let me play. This piece is for you, Dad. So just help you remember your summer of '69. And just interestingly enough, Jim Valence, I mentioned the one of the co-writers, is 69 now. So just interesting things there. All right, I want to get started soon. All right, here we go. Let's open this up. All right, let's get the timer going. Cool. If the banging of the pads is too loud, actually, let me know. I can position the mic better tomorrow. The mic's here. The drums are here. I can mute myself also so you only hear the stuff coming through, but whatever. Please let me know. I've been talking for a while. Let's get this going. Start. All right. First thing, we got a snare. I can't see the pads. There we go. Good. So the piece begins then it's for 10 octaves, not 10, sorry, did a mistake again, 10 measures, it's quiet. And then it comes in again in measure 11, I guess. We got a bass drum. And then we also got a crash at the same time. So it's at the same time we got so that's 1 and 2, that's a whole 1. 1 and 2 and then, no, 1. Yeah, there's no 8th, there's no 16th, no, so just do 1. So it's 1 and then on 2, we got the ride and the snare. So the snare we said is here. Yeah, and the ride is here. So good. So it's and 2. So 1 and 2. So that's not the snare. That's not the ride. That's the hi-hat. There, and snare. Good. I got them both backwards, whatever. So there. So 1 and 2. And then it's the hi-hat for 2 and 3 and 4. And so 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and snare comes in on the 2 and the 4. Which is okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 1 and 2 and it's difficult. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Good. Hey buddy, thanks for joining. I'm playing around with drums, haven't done this in a while. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and then let me just play that measure a few times. 1 and 2. The mic just slipped, sorry. There we go. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Nope. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. The funny thing is, in 23 days, this is probably going to sound fairly decent. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Wrong thing. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let me just do that. 1 and 2 and 1. I'll do 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and something like that. You gotta take care, buddy. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 2. Do it slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm not hitting it hard enough. All right. 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, I think I got it a few times at the end. Sounds and looks like sounds like playing piano. Yeah, it's like playing piano with 4 hands. That's the thing about drumming; it uses all 4 limbs. And I think for a while, a lot of us might have thought, oh, drums is the easiest instrument. It's just banging. And like even before I started today, I kind of knew it's not. It might be one of the more challenging ones for me. At least for me, I just really don't have much experience with it. And like I said, using 4 limbs. Piano sometimes using a pedal, but you're using 10 fingers. It's different. So it's a bit of a challenge. I'm still not used to where I have the pad set up. Like for instance, I wasn't sure which one was the crash cymbal. For instance, I set that up myself. I'm just trying to do it based upon like where things are in regular drum setup. I'm not even sure which hand is supposed to play the snare. I haven't played in a long time, but I hope to check that. Hope to have it set up a little bit better tomorrow. I plan on listening to it and seeing it. No one commented about it, but I want to see if the actual just the sound of the sticks on the pads was annoying. I can mute myself so that all you're hearing is the electronic signal coming out. Electronic symbol also. But I'm looking forward to this piece. It probably will be challenging. That's okay though. As of now, at least for a few days, I'm not sure how long, I don't plan on practicing drums at all aside from this. Obviously I was hitting the bass a few times to make sure everything was working out correctly. It's just electronic rather than acoustic. But I don't plan on playing anything else for a while. I do plan on writing a song and recording, so I might start doing that. I might start practicing that piece as well at some point. But for now, it's just if you see me tomorrow, same time, 7:40 a.m. Eastern time, it should be I'm picking up where I was. So minutes 5 through 9:59 of practice. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining. This should be an interesting journey, hopefully inspirational. And like I said, day 24 should actually sound surprisingly, based upon what it sounded like today. Based upon my previous progress, day 24 should sound nice. So I don't plan on getting through the whole piece, but at least a substantial portion. So thank you all so much for coming today. Hope to see you all again tomorrow, same time, 7:40 a.m. Live stream Sundays through Friday. There might be some day this week that it might be a different time. I'm not sure, but I think for now, tomorrow I can let you know. Otherwise, I can email. But I think it should be 7:40 tomorrow. And until next time and beyond, keep practicing.